Hello everyone, it is Tommy Unboxing here. So this video is another review video. There's no more unboxing video and such with no speaking. Yeah, I should record all video with me speaking in front of my camera. So this video, or I should say, in the last video about the F355 1-18, I mentioned that the F355 is like the the third most favorite car in my collection. But today we are not reviewing the second my favorite 1-18 in my collection. Instead, I'm doing the fourth most favorite collection. And yeah, actually all of the cars is my favorite car, but I don't care. I'm just gonna list it from 1 to 7 or 6. But anyways, this car is also 1-18, of course. However, the brand is made by Shelby itself. Yes, Carroll Shelby itself. Maybe it should be the 1-18 that made by Shelby. That's it, and that is it. A 1-18 that made by Shelby, and of course, that car is either a Shelby or a Ford. So this is the 1967 Ford GT40 Mark II. Actually, it is 1967, I don't know. It should be 60s cars, of course. This is the Mark II version, but not the Mark I. So yeah, this is the Ford GT, which I think it should win some combination before the Le Mans and 60s. If you guys have ever watched the movie of Ford versus Ferrari, this car should be familiar with you. Although I didn't watch the movie, although I would very likely want to watch it. Yes, but at the end I didn't, which is pretty sad. Personally, I like this car very much, and yeah, this is my top 5 most favorite muscle car. Is it a muscle car? It should be a muscle car. So this car, yes, I bought this for $330, which is not a bad price for 1-18. It's not too much, and it is well made. So let's take a look at the car, shall we? Take a look at the front. We can see there is no Ford badge, which is pretty common for a race car. I mean, why do race car need badges? So as we can see here, we can see there's a 2 hook right here. I don't really have any idea of how is it used in real life and such, but it is there. So yeah, I'm talking about that. And you can see there's 2 fog light, which have a black thing surrounding by the light, and also there's a 2 headlight which is also surrounded by a black thing. And although the light is not any detailed, but it is there. It is some chrome, a piece of rectangular thing sticks into there. It's not pretty detailed, but for a car like this, I cannot have any more expectations, of course. So if you look at here, we can see there is 2. It should be a fuel cap. I think I don't really have a clue of what this 2 is, but I'm assuming that is a fuel cap. And as you can see, here's a wiper. Just one wiper doesn't make sense. And here we have a 7 of the racing number. Okay, So this is the front. Although this seems like it's some kind of boring design of the car and just came out like that, actually, this car has full opening features. When you like hear that, you'll be, oh, that's fine. But there's more. In this hood, it should be the hood. I know, you can do this, of course. You were expecting it to do this, to be open, and you can see there's a spare tire. And like the intercooler or the, yeah, just like for the cooling stuff. And all the component here. Surprisingly though, there is another opening features in here, which is the hood right here. I think it should be like if you are like racing in 1960s in Le Mans, when you want to change your tires and such, you don't have to like lift up entire hood just for the tires. You can just go ahead and flip this over, and here's the tire. You can take it out and change the tire itself. I personally think that's a really good idea, and Shelby decided to do both of the hood, which I'm pretty amused and amazed, of course. So let me just close it up. Oh, by the way, these two are metal. They not even a bit is plastic. Yes, this is a metal piece. This too is a metal piece, which is pretty surprised. I'm pretty surprised they actually use metal for these two parts. Moving on to the side, we can see clearly the tires and the rims are a bit different. If you can see here, this is a gold rim with a thinner tire. At the back, we can see there's a silver chrome rim with a thicker tire. These two, although they have the Goodyear tire, but it's just different in like observing it. And we can see here's a racing number 7 right here, and a like stripe on the side of the car. Is that Ford right here? But yeah, it's a Ford car. And we can see here, is it a door? It's an iconic door because it opens with the hood, and we can open it like this. That is kind of like a bit like blocking you from seeing like inside, but I think I could just do it like this. Inside we can see a steering wheel, seat, and gear lever, and really nothing else, and the dials over there. We will see more clearly on the other side later. So for here we can see here is the handle, the door handle, and the intake stuff, and yeah. This is like pretty much for the side of the car. Moving on to the back, this tail light is where it is a iconic tail light for the Mark II. For the Mark I, we only have one tail light per side, which is like the new it's not new, but 2006 Ford GT. However, this one is Mark II, so it is not the same. It just changed to like quad real tail lights and just do it like this. And in here we can see there is another two hook right here, which is like the same as front. And again, I don't know what is the usage of this two hook. For here we can see there's a two exhaust in the back of the car. And yeah, that's actually it for this side of the car. It's the back side of the car. Moving on to this side, it's basically the same as the other side, but the interior is kind of different, so let's take a look at the interior. So at the interior, we can see clearly that there's a steering wheel and a mirror up top. And here we can see there's a cover, and here and a gear lever. I'm assuming that this is the cover for the old gear lever placement, because from my knowledge, I know that in the Mark I version, the gear lever used to be in here, not there. Because, yeah, I play some games and just know where is the gear lever for the Mark I. And this should be the Mark II, the chassis should be the same as the Mark I. So they just make some changes for like driver to feel a bit better when driving this car. But yeah, that's actually it for the interior and the side of the car. Moving on to the top, nothing really big deal. It's a number 7 here, and there's 2 intakes. And here is the glasses and other glasses. There's a stripe in here, moving on along to the side and the back of the car. And the most important part of this car, the back, it is an opening hood for the engine. And if you can see clearly, the engine is pretty well made. I can see there's a lot of brown exhaust right here. This should be a V8 if I'm not wrong. Yes, V8 are exhaust pipe moving along from the engine. And this thing right here, I don't have a clue what is this. Although it is like the Back to the Future, when you can put stuff into it and make some power of the car. It's just kind of similar like that, but yeah, I kind of like that design. And this too is the intercooler. Wait, it's not intercooler. It should be in the intercooler, is it? Or it should be, I don't know. But yeah, that is just the engine of the car. We have just some detail of the red detail and another brown color detail. And here we have some air intake from the on top of the car, and going to where does it go to? It goes to here where the base is, but I don't have a clue where does it go because it doesn't really show where does it go. But yeah, here's the gearbox right here, I think, or the transfer case. When someone just notice me, there's a transfer case on the F355 instead of a gearbox. Well, I apologize for that, but yeah, I'm sorry. It should be a transfer case in this case then. So if we just, yeah, that should be it for the engine component. I mean, the whole engine of the car is a V8, nothing really big deal. And yeah, that should be the engine part for the back of the car. Moving on to the last bit, which is the base. And there's just nothing really detailed, but yeah, there's just a big plastic at here. Yeah, just aerodynamic and stuff, making the car faster and more aerodynamic. And here is 1 to 18, 1966. Also, it is 1966, not 1970, not 1967. I'm sorry for that. It's 1966 Ford GT40 Mk II. It is made in China. Yes, it's Shelby Collectibles Incorporations. Yes. Like I said, it's made by Shelby, not from other brand like Brago and Maestro, but it is a good car. Not gonna lie, it's a good diecast from my viewpoint. Yeah, this is a great one. You can have some opening and even more opening and opening and opening. The car is rolling good. Yeah, it just rolls really good. Like Hot Wheels Premium, they just really move really smoothly. Although it doesn't have a suspension, but it's not a big deal. Suspension in 120 is not really common. But yeah, it's not there, but I'm really satisfied at this car. So yeah, I assume that this is the end of this video. Yeah, this is my 4th favorite 1 to 18 in my collection of 7 1 to 18. So yeah, that should be it. That should be the video of today's 1966 by Shelby 1 to 18 Ford GT40 Mk II. See you guys in the next video of, I don't know what is this. Goodbye.